To create a true and false question, click Add Question inside of your test and choose True-False. Then put your question in the top question area. If it's a simple true-false, you can simply put in the correct answer to indicate how it should be scored in Schoology. If you would like to do a correction if false option, click the little box and then you can put in the correct phrase that should be used to correct why it is false. So in this case, you may want to underline second or bold it so the student knows which part they're really being tested on, as to which president George Washington was. And on the correct phrase, you could simply type in first. Now if the student chooses false, they would then be prompted to correct the underlined portion. If they choose false but do not put in the right correction, they would get half of that score. Another option you have is to show student feedback. If I click that option, now I can put in a phrase that the student would see if they choose the incorrect response or the correct response. For instance, if the student put the incorrect response in, you could say something like, "Sorry, George Washington was the first president." Or, if they get it correct, "You are correct, great job." Now, for the students to see this feedback, you need to have the View Submissions enabled for the student to see that, and that's in your test settings. You can also do subjective questions where you'd have to grade that as a teacher, or timed question to decide how much time that question is given, and then indicate how many points this question is worth. If you want to align to a standard, again, do that at the bottom. And that's how you create a true-false question. As always, be sure to click the Create Question button to save your work.